Hello everyone, welcome to Chinese course. In lesson 2, we're going to learn about initials and tones. But first, let's review what we've learned in our last lesson. In our last lesson, we learned about 36 finals, 6 simple finals, 13 compound finals, 16 nasal finals, and 1 special final. I'll read them one more time, and please read after me. 6 simple finals. These are the most important ones. A, o, o, i, u, ü. 13 compound finals. I, a, ow, o, ya, ye, wa, wo,约，腰，悠，歪，微。One special final. 16 nasal finals. An, yin, yun, yan, yuan, wan, wen, on, yin, on, yang, yong, wang, weng. Let's take a look at initials. There are 21 of them. The pronunciation of most of the initials are similar to English. On the right are the names of the initials. It's not how they are pronounced as an actual Chinese syllable. So I'll read them. You can read after me if you like. 波，坡，摸，佛，的，特，呢，了，哥，科，呵，鸡，七，西，滋，呲，丝，知，吃，诗，日， Okay, let's take a look at all of them one by one. Let's take a look at the first one. It looks like B in English IPA. In English, it's a voiced consonant, but in Chinese, it's a voiceless consonant. So when we pronounce it, we would combine it with a final. And the final we normally use is O. And O here doesn't sound like O. It will sound like wo. So together it will be bo, bo. And remember, bo is also a pinyin syllable. The next one, it looks like P in English pronunciation, right? Yes, they both have the same pronunciation in English and Chinese. In Chinese, it's also pronounced like P, but we don't read it like that. We will combine it with the vowel O together, and we'll read it like po, po. And remember, po is also a pinyin syllable. The next one, yes, it's the same as in English, sound. But when we read it as pinyin, we need to read it like more, more. And more is also a pinyin syllable. Next one, it's not how it is pronounced. In Chinese, we pronounce it like four, four. And remember, four is also a pinyin syllable. So the first four, bo, po, mo, four, when we read it, we combine them with the vowel O together. These four initials, the pronunciation of them are similar as some consonants in other language. When you pronounce them, you need to involve the tip of your tongue and the gums of your upper front teeth. You rest your tongue against the gums of your upper front teeth, and when you try to pronounce the sound, the air coming out is going to break through the tip of your tongue. And remember, only the last one can be combined with the vowel O sound. The rest three can't. So here, when we read them in Chinese, most of the time we will combine them with E sound. The first one will go as de, de, te, te, ne, ne, le, le. These three initials are all voiceless, and when we pronounce them in Chinese, we need to combine them with E sound. You need to involve your soft palate in order to pronounce them. Soft palate is closer to the back of your throat where your tonsils are. So let's practice them. The first one, ge, ge, ke, ke, he, he. Ji, qi, xi. This group is relatively simple because out of the 6 simple finals we have, only I and U can be used after ji, qi, xi. So we only have 6 syllables here. But whenever ji, qi, xi meets U, U loses 2 dots on the top because there are no ji, qi, xi plus U syllable. When you pronounce them, remember to involve your hard palate, which is the roof of your mouth. Ji is similar to j in jip, but the difference is when you pronounce j in jip, your lips are rounded. When you pronounce ji in Chinese, your lips are spread wide, like when you are smiling. So let's try it. Ji, ji, ji. And qi is similar to the sound of ch in cheese. But when you say ch, your lips are rounded, and when you say qi, your lips are spread wide. So let's try it. Qi, and remember, your vocal cords will be vibrate when you pronounce qi. Qi, qi, qi. And xi is somewhere between s and sh in English. Make sure your lips are spread wide when you say xi, and the middle part of your tongue is pressed up against your hard palate. Xi, xi, xi. Okay, well done. Z, c, s, these are called flat tongue initials. When pronounced them, put the tip of your tongue against the back of your upper front teeth, just slightly touching, not pushing against. And your upper front teeth and your lower teeth can touch each other too. Z is similar to goose. Z, z, z. But remember to pronounce it a little bit longer than the English pronunciation z. Okay? Z, z, z. C is similar to English pronunciation ts, ts. But remember to vibrate your vocal cords and pronounce it a little bit longer. C, c, c. S is similar to s in English pronunciation. Because we put a vowel after, we need to vibrate our vocal cords and remember to pronounce it a little bit longer. S, s, s. Zh, ch, sh, zh. These are called curled tongue initials. So when you pronounce them, you need to curl your tongue backwards. Zh is similar to the sound of DGE in judge. You need to curl the tip of your tongue against the hard palate. Actually, is slightly touching your hard palate, but not pushing against. Then let the air squeeze out. This will loosen your tongue naturally. You can take a look at the illustrator next to it. Let's try it. Zh, zh, zh. Ch is similar to the sound of ch in church or peach. Remember, your tongue is curled up and back. Let's give it a try. Ch, ch, ch. Sh is just like the sound of SH sound in shy or bush. But remember to vibrate your vocal cord when we combine it with the vowel E. Sh, sh, sh. And R is pronounced R, similar to S in Asia. Keep your tongue curled up and back. R, R, R. Tones. Tones in Chinese is a lot like intonation in English. If you say yes with your voice going down, then you are making a firm statement. But if you say yes with your voice going up, then your meaning changes. You're probably confirming the information when you change your tone from going down to going up. You change the meaning too. So, what if you're going up is similar to Chinese second tone. What? What? If you're saying no, no, that is similar to Chinese fourth tone. So let's take a look at an example. 睡觉. These syllables have the fourth tone, means to sleep, but 水饺 have the third tone, means boiled dumplings. So if you don't pay attention to your tones, you might accidentally go into a restaurant and tell the waiter, I want to sleep. Well, you actually want to order dumplings. What should we do to practice tones? Firstly, we need to discover your own voice range and identify what is high and low for you. You don't need to match my tone pitch exactly as if they were a musical note. So first, let's find the upper range of your speaking voice. Let's pretend that a friend asks you if you can help him move this weekend, and you say to him, maybe. Maybe. So, may with a high voice, then that's probably the highest point of your normal speaking voice range. Please say it a few times. Maybe. Maybe. Now, let's find the lower range of your speaking voice. Let's picture someone asks you a question that catches you totally off guard. And before you answer the question, you might say, And if you say, with a low voice, then that's probably the lowest point of your normal speaking range. If your voice cracks or wavers a bit, then you know you've hit that low spot. So please say it a few times. Now you know the voice range from may to Let's look at the chart. The numbers from 1 to 5 represents your voice range, with 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. So whatever you say within that range, we use this chart to represent the full tones too. The first tone is high and flat tone, pretty much exactly like may part of maybe. It doesn't go up or down. You just go to the highest part of your voice range and hold it there for a second. It looks like a short flat line above the finals. Let's practice it first. May. Keep it flat and high. May. Yes, that's great. Now take a look at some examples. Ta, ma, hu. Well done. Second tone. Start in the middle of your voice and go up. It's a rising tone. Just like when someone tells you something really crazy and you say, what? And that's second tone sound like. Please practice it a few times. What? In Pinyin, it is represented by a rising accent mark over the vowel. For example, ma, ya, pa, what, right? It's very easy. So the trick to learn tones in Chinese, each time you think about a tone in Chinese, first you think about the associated English word with it, like maybe and or what? The third tone, it starts in the middle and drops down, reach your lowest voice range, and goes back up again. The tone mark looks like a V shape over the finals. Let's practice the tone first. Ma. So it's like Associate with the English sound like right? When you understand something, right? That's the same thing. Ma, na, ni. The fourth tone. It starts high and then quickly goes down, like saying no when you're angry. Usually, the third tone lasts the longest, and the fourth tone is the quickest and shortest. So when you pronounce them, you pay attention to the length as well. So let's practice the tone for a few times. No, no, 那，是，笨。Great. The neutral tone. The neutral tone is somewhere in the middle and very short. Let's pretend that someone is cutting you off or interrupting you while you speak. You're trying to say but the way I see it, and then they cut you off before you can even finish the word but. When you see pinyin syllable with no tone markers over the vowel, then that's a neutral tone. Let's practice a little bit. Ba, ba, ba. Then that's na, ma, na, ma. Tone marking. Tone marks are put above vowels. When there are two or more vowels in a final of a syllable, the tone should be marked on the one that is pronounced the mouth more wide open. The sequence being a, o, i, u, ü in the descending order. The compound final u is an exception for this rule. The tone mark is put on u always. The neutral tone is unmarked. And there are some spelling rules, actually tone change rules. The first one is E sound. So when E is combined with another syllable in the first tone, the second tone, or the third tone, the E will change into the fourth tone, E. For example, 一声, 一平, 一起. Because the second syllable here are first tone, second tone, and the third tone. When E is pronounced with the fourth tone together, it will change into the second tone. For example, 一样. The second syllable is the fourth tone. 一 change into the second tone. And when it represents name, number, or the end, it doesn't change its tones. 不 syllable, it will change its tone into the fourth tone when the second syllable is the first tone, the second tone, and the third tone. So for example, 不乖, 不甜, 不懂. And when the second syllable is the fourth tone, 不 is changing into 不对, 不对. And when it's used in the middle of two same syllable, it will become the neutral tone. 好不好? 好不好? Third tone changes. When the third tone is followed by another third tone, the first third tone becomes a second tone. For example, 你好. Originally, it should be 你好. 好久. Originally, it should be 好久. 很好. Originally, it should be 很好. Now, let's have a quick quiz. Choose the sound you hear. 知 知 呲 呲 诗 诗 呢 呢 科科波波七七西西热热八八橘橘此此日日 Well done! That's the end of lesson 2. Please practice more often after class. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.